It's time to carry the stupids again. You thought you got rid of me, but I'm back to do the intro. And I don't really care what this player's name is because he's gonna get trolled, and you're gonna get trolled. Oh wait, no. We'll tell you how this game. He must get more kills than his whole team combined and win the game. And doing the commentary today is Claus Kellerman. And it's going to be a great game. You have to watch the whole thing because he's going to carry the stupids.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
You did feature a fantastic game last time, Bob. I have to admit, it was. We thought you were going to troll us, but you may have corrected your ways. And guys, did you watch the last game
My
that
ways
Bob
were never
picked?
Incorrect.
It was a pretty amazing game, and the guy did get more kills than his whole team combined, and he won the match, which means we finally got to witness a Carry the Stupids episode where the player actually carried.
Which is rare.
None of this trolling, like, you won, but you only got 7 kills.
Well, that's not enough.
You got 11 kills, but you didn't win.
I remember that one.
Bob. You have to be respectful of the player base, okay? Vermix on
Bunch of
Blitz
morons.
From the Baza clan.
Which is a type of fish.
Baza, that's that kind of fish from China that you shouldn't eat.
Never eat that
Baza?
stuff.
If any of you guys do not eat Baza, or is it Basa?
They play World of Tanks.
Don't eat them. It's like a Chinese goldfish.
So they probably eat that
use
crap.
In their waste ponds. The goldfish, the bottom feeders that help.
Disgusting.
In the water treatment centers, when they get really big and fat, they just
The people who play this game probably eat that
they
shit.
just collect them and sell us to us. Don't eat Basa, but that's besides the point. This guy just gave up 468 HP to get in this position. I hope it works out for you. I hope he does not want that 468 HP back. And SU-152 did 369 damage. Now, you're lucky that the SU-152 did not have the gun that does 700 damage with 250 heat pen. Or this would be a very short episode of Carry the Stupid. Basa. B-A-S-A. Don't eat that stuff. I got a friend that says, I heard eating fish is healthy, so I'm buying more fish lately. And he buys Basa because it's the cheapest fish you can buy. And I told him, I said, don't eat that garbage. Don't eat any food that comes from China, okay? Just don't eat it. Jeez. Eat food from Italy. From France. Don't eat food from China. That's not what this video is about. Am I gonna rant about? Am I gonna runt? You want me to runt? You can eat food from Japan. Japanese food is really good. Am I gonna rant about Chinese food? No. If you want to hear the rant about Chinese food, go on my POV channel and hear my rant about Chinese chestnuts. I went to the store and I accidentally bought Chinese chestnuts, and you can't get the hair off them. So I was so pissed off, I went back and bought more, and then I went to the Italian store and bought Italian chestnuts, and I did a comparison video. That's on my POV channel. I was so upset. Actually, that actually got a lot of views from non-World of Tanks playing people that just found that video. Maybe I'm in the wrong niche, because I did a video about the Chinese chestnuts, how you shouldn't eat them, and I did a video comparing 2 different Subarus, the Crosstrek and the Wilderness, because I own both of them. Have you seen that one? You want to see what car I drive? Go to my POV channel and watch the video about comparing the Crosstrek and the Wilderness. And I just thought I'd put those videos up, and they got really good views. I could have a career as a YouTuber talking about normal things in the world, like chestnuts and Subarus, and other cars. I can talk about other cars and other things that people are interested in. And I don't know, it's just the way it is. For some reason, I'm doing the World of Tanks, which is a limited audience, right, guys? World of Tanks is like, I love you guys, and we have a bond. I'm here for you. But it's just our group, right? You put a video out about Carry the Stupids in a Carnarvon, or no, a Charlemagne. The average the average person is not going to click that video unless they play World of Tanks. Or unless you used to play World of Tanks and you uninstalled it in a rage, but you still like to watch my videos. I appreciate it if you're still watching, even though you can't stand this game anymore. But if you put a video out about reviewing a car or talking about chestnuts, there's a lot more people in the world that are in... Guys, there's more people in the world interested in chestnuts than World of Tanks.
I need your help. Moving in to support you.
Which I guess makes sense. So knowing that, I should probably just stop making World of Tanks videos and just concentrate on chestnuts and cars and stupid little things. I could have been a contender. But no, because you have to do what you enjoy, right? And I really enjoy making the videos about World of Tanks. I've played this game for a long time, and even though I rage about the game occasionally, or quite often, I enjoy it, and I enjoy the World of Tanks community. There's a lot of... You guys are great. There's a lot of older people that watch my channel. By that I mean like more mature people, not the... There's some babies that watch the baby, and that's fine. Or the young, little... What do you call them now? Teeny boppers, we used to call them, but they're not called teeny boppers. Gen W or whatever the fuck. The 13 and 14-year-olds. Even though the EULA says you must be over 18 to play this game because of the graphic violence. They'll have some 12-year-old playing, right? He has his daddy's credit card so he can buy the premium ammo. No, that kind of audience belongs with the baby. And that's fine. That's fine. That's great. That's where I want them to be. Because I accidentally offend them. Whereas my audience is mainly people like yourselves, more mature, that are don't take things so seriously. You're not just interested in your WN8 going up. You realize that this is a game and it's supposed to be entertaining. And why play a game if you're not having fun? If you're going to be that serious and berate everyone in the game, like if you lose a game, you're going to berate your team and rage quit and smash your computer. Like, who's that dopey looking guy with the face all the time from some Eastern Bloc country? He was streaming and I pressed 5 and he smashed his keyboard because my W8's gonna drop 7 points from... I only did 6,000 damage. Get a life. You guys probably don't watch that. I don't, anyway. To me, it's... My God. So, you tend to find like-minded... You associate with like-minded personalities and stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with someone that appeals to the babies. There's lots of babies. You have to let the baby smoke. So you need a little bit of everything. I'm going to sneeze, so I'm still getting over my cold. Ah! So what I'm saying is it takes all kinds in the world, right? And you have to find what you prefer. And so I enjoy making these videos. So you're stuck with me, and I'm stuck with you. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you, right? Even though I will occasionally make a video about the chestnuts and the Subarus. Go check it out if you want to. You don't have to. Hey, if you're just interested in World of Tanks, just watch the game and turn down the volume. You don't have to watch my POV channel. Right? I appreciate everyone that does, but you don't have to if you're not interested in that stuff. That's the respectful way of doing it. Is if you're not interested, well, you don't have to watch. You don't have to go and be a troll, right? These guys are just blind shooting because they suspect that there's someone in that position, even though there is no last known position there. But did someone get shot from there? I'm wondering. But they're wasting a lot of time. They're giving up map position and they're giving up opportunity. What they are by just spending the last 2 minutes just like me spending the last 5 minutes talking gibberish in my commentary. What these guys have done over the last 5 minutes is they gave up opportunity. They gave the opportunity to the enemies to move around without pressure. They're not applying pressure. They're not under pressure, right? Because that's what you have to do. You have to keep up the pressure. If you're not sure that there's someone there, and you're not confident enough to push forward because there might be someone there. You took a blind shot or two. Well, now come up with a different plan. Go somewhere else. Because if you're just going to sit here and do that, your team may lose the other flank, or so you're not applying pressure. Go somewhere else and apply pressure. You have mobility.
You think he knows what he's doing? He's playing World of Tanks.
There's mobility. And you're trying to carry the stupids, for Christ's sakes.
Well, how the hell is he going to do that? Look at him. Where the hell's he going? What's he even thinking?
I called troll right. Bob, you've trolled us already.
You finally figured it out? I got the music going. That's it. You got another game? He's just going to sit here now.
Okay, so Bob admits that he's a troll, but it's a fantastic game that we should watch.
No, I'm just kidding.
Right?
I'm just kidding. Cut the music. This is great. Watch
So we're going to watch it as a... Forget the carry the stupids, Bob. We're not going to do these episodes anymore. You're just a troll.
Oh, boo-hoo.
And it's exactly what I said. Do you see that, guys? He spent too much time blind shooting, and he gave up the opportunity in the center. He left the enemies unscathed. You could kill that guy now if you actually took a shot. Why would you not kill the AMX? And there was someone there. There he is. But now the Lorraine may shoot you. A lot of people may shoot you. And your team. Beautiful! So this guy knew there was someone there. And I forgot if he knew that because he got shot from that position or exactly what happened. But do you see the time it took him to deal with that guy allowed the enemy team to kill all his teammates and take control of the center? So was it the right thing to do? Or could he have said, I'll just forget about him, leave him there. I'll make a mental note, he's there. And I will scurry around and get to the middle and deal with the middle first. Let me know in the comment section. What would have been the better strategy, guys? In my opinion, it would have been better for him to disengage from this guy. And look at the minimap here. Do sort of what the AMX... To go around like this. And deal with these guys from somewhere over here. Somewhere where this guy couldn't shoot. So he would have to be on that side of the ridgeline. Somewhere over here. And fight the guys in the center. And I'm sure with his skill and his hull-downedness, he might have made a big difference in the middle and handled those three guys. Oh, look at this. Oh, load HE. Go, go! Oh, no, he's not reloading as fast. And he's hoping the E75. The E75 puts the shot. Boom! Yes! Got him! Ho ho! Teamwork. Okay. Very nice. And he platoons with the E75 that just saved him. Platoons with the E75 that just saved him. So in my opinion, going to the center would have been a better strategy. Let me know what you guys think. Because now he's pinned here. You can move your way along the edge of the map in the bushes here to this river and get closer to the cap. But I think the Lorraine would probably outspot you. So you'd have to just not break cover. The Lorraine's probably in the bushes there. And now you're pinned here. Yes, he made a mistake, guys. The SU-152 was pinned here. He couldn't get away. And this guy dug him out. But now, after doing that, he's pinned here. He's pinned himself. So that's unfortunate. Now you're relying on your teammates to spot, and they spotted the Lorraine that's outside your render range. So he gave up. What's the correct way to say it? He gave up the pressure. He let up the pressure. That's what he did. He wasted about 5-6 minutes dealing with one tank when he could have applied pressure and won the game, because they would have killed everyone in the middle, and then it would have been 3 of them to go dig that guy out for victory. They got it a little bit. They got it a little bit backwards, unfortunately. And the 45 TP could still be right there. Don't even know where he is. And he's gonna simply run out of time. Run out of time. Bob, I'm not even gonna let you do the ending here. We can't just troll the viewers and say that was a Carry the Stupid. I've changed the title of the video. This is not a Carry the Stupids episode because he obviously could not. But he did do 7,281 damage and 3 kills and a draw. We can't leave it at that. We need another game. And guys, I think that was like a perfect example of why you have to press the attack and keep the momentum going. And I think while he was doing it, it all seemed okay. But in hindsight, I think if that guy watches this video, he'll realize that he probably could have won that game. Now look at this guy with full, not just the Bond equipment, the improved equipment, which is even better. He's got vert stabs, binocs, and vents. Bottom tier. You got all that purple stuff? Why not be bottom tier? Progetto versus tier 10s. So press the attack. You know what he did there? Like this is happens in almost every game. And it certainly happens in that onslaught mode we played. But in a lot of these games, when you have the choice of fighting 1 versus 1, like if you, I shouldn't say when you, if you have the choice of fighting 1 versus 1 somewhere on the map versus one other player, and it's close, right? Like if you think, oh yeah, I can just take him out, fine. But if you have the choice of fighting 1 versus 1 or helping your teammates to overmatch on a different part of the map, like your stronger flank, if you have the choice of fighting 1 versus 1 or moving and helping your teammates so that it's a 5 versus 2 somewhere else, in almost every circumstance, for the team and to win, it's better to go to the 5 versus 2 and take those 2 out quickly. Focus fire and take them out. It's not necessarily the best decision if you're worried about your WN8 or your personal stats. Right? Because if you're a good player, this is the dichotomy. This is the conundrum. A lot of the good players and the people that are really worried about their WN8s, they would prefer the one-on-one so they could just farm that one tank all to themselves and get all the damage and then rinse and repeat. But to actually increase your chance of winning, to increase the win rate and better for the team, it's always best to press the attack where you have the advantage and disengage where you have the disadvantage. And that's true in real warfare too. And it's true in the stock market. And it's true in most things in life. You heard the old saying in the stock market, a lot of people have not heard it, is run with your winners and ditch your losers. And if you just follow that, and the stock's going down, ditch it, and if the stock's going up, run with it. That's a saying. That's I don't know, maybe Warren Buffett said that, or someone said that, and it's good advice. The same in real warfare. That you don't have to fight on the enemy's terms. You don't have to fight when you have a disadvantage. Who said that? Genghis Khan or Kung Chang-ye or Matsung or the guy that wrote the book, Yin Yang, whatever the hell his name was. You can fight where you have the advantage. You choose the spot, and if you have the advantage, then go for it. So, and in this game, it's so obvious in so many games.
Withdraw from that position.
It's so obvious in so many games, but it happens backwards in almost every game. You'll watch the minimap and you'll see, what the hell? You'll look at a flank and the enemies have 7 tanks versus 2, and there's a lot of TDs at the back. You have a lot of TDs at the back that can provide support fire, and you tell your 2 teammates, fall back, let them push forward because you have 3 TDs back here that can support, and the 2 guys will push forward and die. 2 versus 6. And then those 2 dead guys will be the guys in chat saying, "Oh, stupid team, why didn't you help? You uninstall. Your mom, right? When it's obvious that if they just pulled back and the 6 pushed forward into a crossfire TDs, and then you'd win. It's just go for the overmatch. Or when you're if you're with 3 or 4 medium tanks, how many times has this happened to you? You know, there's a rock, there's one enemy behind the rock, and there's 2 of you. You're with a teammate. You're both in medium tanks. Look, there goes the Jagdpanzer 100. Like, that's a really smart move. Right? Pressed it. It's him versus 11. Like, there's 11 different people that can shoot you. That's a good position to put yourself in. So get back to the example here. There's a rock. There's one enemy behind the rock, and there's 2 of you. How many times has this happened to you? You click the guy and you say, help. Maybe the guy even says affirmative. Most of the time they don't say anything. You go around the rock. You shoot the enemy. You track him. You're reloading. You shoot him again. You say, we got him. He's facing me. I've got a teammate right beside me. He obviously went around the rock the other side. Now we'll just take this guy out. There's 2 of us shooting him. You know, I'm going to lose 400 or 500 HP, and then he's gone. And then you're fighting, and you realize, hey, wait, this enemy's not dying that quickly. I've shot him 4 times. He still has 200 HP. What's going on? Why isn't he dead? And you're like this, right? You're like this. You're zoomed in. Well, then, your tank explodes. And then you do this. And you zoom out. And you look. And your teammate's still on the other side of the rock. He didn't move. He didn't want to fight 2 versus 1. He thought, well, if I go around this rock, I might get shot. And you're dead now. And you're in the chat raging. You said, you idiot, why didn't you come and help me? Moron! You didn't help me. Why don't you uninstall? Because you're mad. And then he types back, I'm not the idiot that went around the rock to fight that guy. I didn't tell you to do that. It's your own fault. Right? And then he's mad at you. You suck. I'm still alive. Why'd you go around the rock? You say, because I thought it was 2 of us versus him. I'm not going to go out there. Then that enemy comes around the rock, kills your teammate as well. And then you lose. How many times? Be honest. How many times has that happened to you? Come on. Be honest. Many, many times. Many times. And so the point is, it's always better to have a 2 versus 1 than a 1 versus 1. It's always better to have a 3 versus 1 than a 3 versus 2. Or 2, you know. You find all the lopsided situations and press the attack. And that's true in just about everything. You'll win more. Right? But that's not the way this game works out. There'll be like someone, his daddy will let him play his tier 10 tank. He only has tier 2 tanks usually. And in his tier 2 tanks, he likes to go to the bush at F2. On this map, he goes to F2. He's done it 737 times in his tier 2 tank. And he logs into his daddy's account, and he's playing the mouse in his daddy's account.
That hit was illegal. One of our tracks is damaged. I'm so ready to engage.
You better track him. You better track him, buddy. Just track him. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, good.
Got him.
So he's going to go to F2. He's going to go to the bush at F2 in his daddy's tier 10 tank, no matter what.
We've lost the track.
And there's nothing you can do. You can say, help, help, help. I'm at F3. Just on the other side of that rock. Can you come and help me? It's me versus 1. It's just, we're fighting. If you come around that rock, you can help me. And he's like, oh. I played my tier 2 tank, and I like this bush at F2. And there's no way I'm moving from here. If the enemy comes around the rock, I'll shoot him. It's your own fault you went around the rock. You should learn to aim and get good.
Ooh, that was a good hit. Kinda.
Boom.
Go.
This Progetto versus tier 10s. He's racked up 3,400 damage and they're losing. And all the enemies are on the other side. So leave it in the comments. How many times has that happened to you? Long story short, or what kicked off this whole discussion was, I believe, in the first game we saw, that Charlemagne, after he cleared his flank, and this is another thing that I say all the time, right? Once you win your flank, 90% of the time, if you don't know what to do, it's not a bad idea to go back to base. If you know what to do, like if you're absolutely certain you could push forward, fine. But if you don't know what to do, and in that game he didn't know what to do. He cleared his flank, all the enemies were gone. He didn't, the SU-152, there was no last known position. He had an idea that he knew where he was. That guy was ready to snipe him. So he cleared off his flank. And then, well, you know, I'm not really sure what to do. If I drive in the open, I might get shot. And he wasted 4, 5, 6 minutes. Whereas that you can help your team lose by doing that, or by driving in the open. If he went back to base and then realized, okay, I'm back at base, and he's not spotted.
Sweet, sweet.
Shoot!
Target acquired.
Why didn't he shoot?
What else we can target? Bounced off again.
I don't know what he did there, but boy, he let that guy get away. I think he was auto-aimed, and the guy had shot. So anyway, that was bad. So in the first game, he, you know, after he cleaned out his flank, if he went back to base and then noticed, oh, I have 3 teammates in the middle fighting 3 of theirs or whatever it was. If I go help them, then it's 4 versus 3, and then maybe that was a victory. And that's just simple strategy, guys. Simple strategy that you know, hindsight. You could be a backseat driver. Now make this shot count. There you go. Very nice.
I'm so ready.
There, very nice. Ho ho ho!
Side of that one.
Beautiful. So, I mean, it's easy for me to say after the fact and stuff, but even when I was watching the game, I kind of thought, wasting a lot of time here. But while you're doing it, it's sometimes difficult because as the time's going by, it's like you've already invested 1 minute, and then you say, well, I've already waited a minute. Is it worth going back now? I'll just another 30 seconds. And you wait another 30 seconds. Oh, I still can't find him. Ah, that's another 30 seconds. And the next thing you know, 6 minutes has gone by. So you have to be able to make the decisions quick on the fly. You can't, you know, it's hard. It's not, well, actually, it's easy. It's not rocket science. It's, you know, if they just come up with an AI to play this game, like if I knew computer programming and I just put all of my strategy thoughts into a programmed AI that could actually control, not like the wargaming bots that just, right? Like if you actually programmed an AI with all of this kind of strategy stuff, a team of AIs that actually followed those rules, those kind of simple strategies to make you win more, I think that AI team would have like an 80-90% win rate versus anybody. Because the human players, they don't do that. A lot of them don't do that. The bad players don't do that, and even some of the Unicoms don't do that. And why don't the Unicoms do that? Why don't they do that? Because they know that 80% of the players suck, and they just have to press forward anyway, and they can just kill them anyway, right? Just take more damage for themselves. They don't care. They're really good, and they can just press the attack anywhere, anywhere. Like Skill can, you know, 1 versus 5, he wins, right? So he doesn't care because he's fighting 5 simpleton Muppets, right? People that have no idea, that shouldn't even be playing the game.
How did that bounce? Guns damaged.
Come on, one more shot.
It's a pixel and a dream.
Boom. And this guy wins it almost single-handedly. But if it was against an AI program of AIs that actually knew what they were doing and coordinated, then even a Unicom that just pressed forward would get sliced up like mincemeat. So you almost never get really good games like that. Where I guess clan battles would have that, where the teams are actually playing strategically with some thought. And if any of you send me your clan battles, maybe I'll feature those, because they're completely different than these pub games, random battles that we're watching. But you cannot deny that Dadadum had a fantastic game. In a tier 10 game with his tier 8 tank, 7 kills, over 4,000 damage, and he ends up making lots of credits. So a little bit of a weird twist in today's video. We kind of got sidetracked, but hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one.